glass reflected clear, painted there on the city. It's really her outside, it's only her reflection in the chair. Mirror smashed, her jigsaw face, pieces that won't fit in place. Madonna trapped inside her stained glass window, her castle dreams all crumbling sands, the echoes of the years she'd planned left hanging like an uncompleted sentence.
Eve, is that you? Where have you been? Your supper's in the oven. It's probably cold by now. At least you could have called. Who was that young man who drove you home? What does he do?
Do you know who that is? That's Victor the Viper. Oh, really?
I am the serpent. Sent by the devil. I am the serpent. Slithering through Eden. Silently at midnight, joyful in sunlight, striking at the minds of your wives and your children. I am the serpent. Sorcerer and pilgrim. I am the serpent. Shining up the apple of wisdom and knowledge, of good and evil. So I shall make you free, and I shall make you good.
Oh, really?
Eve, what's this coat doing down here? I've asked you time and time again not to leave your things all over the house. I've got enough to do without picking up after you. And please, don't use the phone. I'm expecting an important call from Mrs. Weeks. She's chairman of the Ladies' Auxiliary. George, that TV's giving me a headache.
Take an aspirin.
Eve, where are you going? Aren't you supposed to be studying?
Hi, Eve.
Hi.
So you finally got turned on, eh?
What do you mean?
Oh, come on.
No, I'm not a pusher, I'm a dealer. There's a world of difference. A pusher's only in it for the money. He sells bad stuff like speed, addicting stuff like heroin. There's drugs and there's drugs, you know. The dealer sells head dope mostly, like grass and hash and acid. Look, I like turning people on. It's a nice thing to do for them, you know, but I just can't afford to do it for free.
Would you turn me on?
If you want.
I want.
Are you sure?
Please.
Okay. We can do up right now. Have you ever done up before?
Nope.
And she sits in her window on the 16th floor and finger counts the cost of fairy wishes in the waiting room outside tomorrow's life, an unlocked door. She sits and leaps anew through her back issues, lingers here and looks behind to chart the labyrinths of her mind and wander through the ruins of her childhood, when she was at an awkward age and young and going through a stage that people said she someday would grow out of.
That's hash.
Mm-hmm. Hashish. It's the resin from the marijuana plant. It's like grass, but it doesn't take as much to get you high.
It's not addicting, is it?
No. But if your world's a bummer, you might be tempted to stay stoned all the time, as an escape. It works that way for some people. Or it might seem to help you do some things better. Like seeing or writing poetry or making love, and you might believe you can't do those things straight after a while. And some of us like the way it changes our thinking and our perception so much that without it we figure we'd probably just slide back into being straight again. Never know the difference. That's why some people are into meditation and yoga and things, for natural highs. Here. Breathe it right in. Hold it down. Hold it right in.
What's supposed to happen? How'll I know when I'm stoned?
You'll know. Hold it right in.
You have a nice place here.
Thank you.
You live in a nice space.
Actually, it's nicer in the country. But in the city, you do as best you can.
How high are we anyway?
Oh, about 16 stories.
Warning. The automobile, electricity, and the pill can be psychologically addicting. You're under arrest. You whispered a name in the shadow of a moment. Then you wondered where the glow went when the first cold flakes of snow went by the Milky Way. That's how you feel today. tender breasts, the bursting buds of springtime, but the bitter leaves of autumn have been blowing all around you in the wind. Today, that's how you feel today. Thousand mornings in your sight are but a moment gone. That's how you feel. Thousand aching memories will haunt you in the early morning dew. Timeless your smile, for you can be no sorrow for the wine of gods you've borrowed. But how many proud Tuesday mornings have you thrown away? Just why? Couldn't say. That's how we feel today.
You don't do speed.
If you mean have I cranked it? No. I've used it to stay awake, but not for kicks. You may get a great rush, but the down simply isn't worth it. It really isn't worth it. If it's danger you're looking for, try skydiving.
And now, here's your news capsule. Rioting, starving, war, disaster, missiles, police, accidents, bombing, student, pollution, arrest, murder, election, protest, strike, depression, fire, border, peace talk, corruption, abortion, terrorism, suicide, power, money. And in a moment, the weather. Yes, friends, when you can't turn off the world like your TV set, use the socially accepted drug, alcohol. Yes, alcohol makes you feel just like all those people water skiing and swimming and sailing on TV, things you probably can't afford to do.
Where do you find out about different things?
Yeah, that's a problem. Well, lots of drugs have served me in their time. And not all on the doctor's prescription either, you know, like alcohol, which is still our #1 problem drug. And the law still allows me to prescribe aspirin for myself, even though too much of it can make my guts bleed. I'm not about to sell you anything I know is destructive.
Hurry, 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 step up and see the biggest show in the Midway.
Well, I trust you.
A lot of people wouldn't, though. I'm a criminal, remember.
So am I now. And I think the law is stupid.
But it's still a law. And you can't go around breaking a law just because you don't agree with it. We're taking a lot on ourselves when we consciously break the law. They can jail us, even though it's quite legal to do more harmful things.
I'd like to try acid.
Oh, yeah? Why?
To find myself.
In a pill?
Sure.
Well, you might. Then again, you might not. It depends on a lot of things, you know, most of which we don't know about yet. Look, when you buy a pill from a dealer, you don't know what's in it, whether it's acid or how pure. Half the time the dealer doesn't know either. So you're taking a chance there. At least a good dealer, though, will try it before he sells it. And if you take it alone or in strange surroundings, you're taking a chance there. There might be some long-term effects we don't know about. So you're taking a chance there. And this is just a thought. You might not be ready for it yet.
When will that be?
I don't know, maybe never. Look, I've been lucky. You know, even the rough trips had some educational value. You're young yet. You've got lots of time. Think about it.
You sound like a father.
Wonder drugs. Wonder drugs? Don't you ever wonder? Don't you ever wonder? Buy today, buy today, buy today, buy, try, eat, drink, smoke. way the wind carries it. And it's going towards the stands. No, wait a minute. It's changing, and it's coming down where the underdogs can snarl and snap at it. And it's down. A beautiful lateral arabesque by a right wing forward. And the play is saved. Now let's see what our guest commentator has to say about that play. As former chief coach of the underdogs in the National League, how do you feel that play was handled?
Well, hurry, hurry, hurry. Step up and see the biggest...
Thank you, special guest. This game is brought into your home in living color by the makers of beer and cigarettes. Deep, rich, satisfying aroma. Home, belly, mother. Warm, cool, soothing, gentle action to relieve the sick, nagging misery of living. Time yourself tonight. If you aren't fast asleep within 3 minutes, see your friendly druggist, because he works 3 ways: actively, passively, and magically too. So when that tired, worn, headachy feelings got you down, become a he-man, a thinking man, and you've come a long way, Mother, because it soothes tired nerves instantly on those difficult mornings. Back now in the capital city, the crowd of the Circus Maximus is getting a little restive and hungry. It's time out, and the hot dog dealers have been loosed on the crowd while the owners of the teams have a conference on the way the game will be handled during the next period. Perhaps our guest commentator would like to comment on the progress of the game so far.
Well, I think the thing that impressed me most was the organizations went into the halftime show.
Hello?
I
Hello,
understand
Vic.
those high school girls trained
Hi.
practically
I dropped acid. I don't think I can handle it.
beautiful living rosary.
I think I may freak.
And they've obviously spent a lot of money on those clothes and costumes.
You're gonna be all right.
for the season's most fashionable design.
Look, can you answer a couple of questions?
I don't believe I've seen the clowns in better form.
I think
Thank you,
so.
guest
I feel
commentator.
better just talking to
Hello
you.
there, friends.
Yeah, I know what it's like.
Has your addiction got you down?
Look, you're gonna be okay.
Do you,
Do you remember how long ago you
withdrawal
dropped?
symptoms every half hour or so?
About an hour ago?
Edgy,
So you're getting off. Okay, you'll start coming
Yes,
down in
you're
a couple hours.
And it's really tough to
What did it look
In
like?
fact, it's just about hopeless, no matter what you do. So,
A little white pill.
Okay, you've got good acid.
By smoking
Now remember, anything strange that seems to happen is caused by the LSD.
softer.
You're not going crazy or anything, it's just the pill.
Just a little slower.
Don't try and
Yes,
fight it.
friend.
Go along with it.
They all
Flow with
taste
it.
bad. But try ours because
If your head's taking you someplace bad, distract yourself into thinking of something else.
if you can't kick the habit.
Remember, things look different. It's probably because you're looking at them differently.
Now with dainty white paper, especially
Vic.
for lady addicts.
I'm still
And
scared.
now we have a couple of
I can
scores and
feel
other
the
games
panic
to
coming
focus
on.
this
It's okay,
afternoon.
I'm here,
In the
remember.
American League, Mules
You'll
scored
be all
19
right.
runs, 3 at the end of the 14th period.
But what is
The Russian
panic
League, Red
anyway?
385
Let go,
with
go
the
on,
White
just
Dolphins
let go.
dominated. In the Far
See what
Eastern
happens.
Division, China's coming on strong, and in the Middle Eastern Division, it could be any only on a doctor's prescription. Of course, if the pain persists, inhale
Nothing.
rich,
Nothing
bright
happened.
flavor of
Good,
the
you've got the
finest
idea.
liquor money can buy.
Where are you, at home?
And worried synapses keep
Yeah.
you from having fun
Can we get some
like
lights
all
on?
those folks on TV.
Uh-huh.
Instant vitamin.
Okay, I'll come over and pick you up.
East, west, hijack, over, doctor.
Look, love, I'm stoned myself, and my car's over at a friend's place, so it may take me a while to get it together.
But
Put a
you
record on,
identify
take it easy.
by drinking the mass-produced depressant.
I'll drive carefully. I'll get there as soon as I
And
can.
remember,
And look,
it's
there's a
legal.
phone number I can give you
As
to
long as
call
they
if you
don't
have any
catch
real
driving.
problems before I get
Pick it
there.
off and-
Oh, no, Vic. It's all right. I'll be okay till you get here.
Sail as close to the wind
Okay.
as you can.
Just relax. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Without losing its support. And,
A chance to intercept the pass. And there it is, a trial balloon with both preludin,
Look, Vic, wait. I'll come over to your house.
robitussin.
Eve, is that you? I didn't hear you come in.
Wake up pill.
Have you done your... Wait, where are you going?
Valium.
Surely you're not going out again. Haven't you got some homework to do? George, I don't know what I'm going to do about that girl.
you search for your name in this shadowland you found. Your voice, the strangest sound. Your crazy world has stopped inside you. Heaven seems to sway. That's how you feel today. of God, infinity's horizon. Now you've turned your golden eyes on countless galaxies. Inside one living piece of clay. That's how you feel today. Winging through the cosmos by the pale star's lonely track. Eternal wheel where tiny suns are playthings and the mountains melt like wax. To seek what's real, but how many nights will your tears stain strangers' shoulders while your world keeps growing older and your heart of ash burns gray? Act your little play, but pick the price you'll pay. That's how you feel today.
Like, I'm still scared.
I've got some Valium for emergencies, but I don't think she's going to need any of that.
A little white pill.
Now, it could be anything. But from what I know about what's around this week, it's probably pretty good acid.
I don't know, about an hour ago?
It'll be an hour or so before she's really peaking. But there's no point in telling her that.
I'm still scared.
There's a phone number I can give you.
I can feel the panic coming on.
They'll even get her to the right hospital if it comes to that, which isn't likely. Hello, is Eve here?
Oh, she went out.
Do you know where she went to?
No.
She didn't say where she was going.
No, why? Is anything wrong?
No, but she needs someone to talk to.
Eve? Eve?
You're not the only dealer in town.
No, you'll find one as close as your shadow. Look, there's nothing in this world you can't get if you want it badly enough. There's always some son of a bitch who's in it just for the money. They sell you speed or smack, an H-bomb or enough warfare bacteria to wipe out a continent. That comes high, though. And if you can't buy it, you'll invent it. That's the story of mankind.
So why are you in it?
Sure, I'm in it for the money, too. But as a criminal, I've got my standards. I'm trying to be an honest businessman. After all, my customers are my friends. So I try to sell good magic. I guess I romanticize myself a bit, but it is magic, you know. Grass, hash, acid. They can make you feel good. They can bring pleasure and awareness. They can help people change themselves and whole societies, too. Yeah, and they can be used disastrously. They can be used mindlessly and destructively. By some people, self-destructively. Look, I'm not God. I just hope I can encourage, like, the people I know to think about what they're doing and why. Just to look at their own motives. To be responsible and try not to do anything stupid.
Like?
Well, I don't know, like driving, say, stoned on acid.
You've done that?
Yeah, once. Never again. I mean, there's no way I'm driving around with some guy who's out of his mind. Even if it's me. Especially if it's me. It's just too hard to try and keep yourself together.
Eve, when are you going to learn?
I'm a little girl. No, I'm a little girl. Oh, Mommy. I've got to grow up. And you've got to let me. I'm such a little girl. No, I'm not anything but a collection of habits and reactions. And I thought that image was me. I don't really exist at all. I don't really exist at all.
Hey, are you all right?
Oh, yeah. I don't really exist at all.
And she sits in her window on the 16th floor and shares the diamond song of her own weeping, dressed up in her memories of a world she's left behind, where poverty's the only love worth keeping. Looking backwards all the way, her arms stretched out to yesterday, and only blind gods know where she is going. So pardon her if she should cling to every thought and everything that keeps it real. But just another morning, the view from the 60s